Hello again, everybody. I was just sitting here texting with a friend, and over the past few days, I had a scenario running through my mind, and I actually tried to share it yesterday when I was on a break at work, but I didn't have enough time, too many distractions, and so forth. And this morning, it was about something else, so I didn't really want to focus on that. But I just want to run something by you all. Um, as a scenario, basically, that had running through my mind of possibilities for June. So I'm just kind of running it by people and see what you all might think, and just kind of go from there. Uh, here it goes. Okay, June 6th is tomorrow, as we know. And I made a mistake earlier actually saying that today is Pentecost. Technically, it doesn't begin till like sundown, okay? But, you know, I got my days confused. I mean, when I'm working 12-hour shifts, I can't even think straight. I don't know what day is what. I just know when I'm starting and when I'm done. That's what I know. But June 6th is technically tomorrow, okay? And and not only from a historical perspective is June 6, 1944 D-Day, which, for historians and people that are, study war and collapse of civilization and so forth and invasion and whatnot. That's very interesting. Anybody that's seen Saving Private Ryan or any movies or read anything about Normandy, Omaha Beach, D-Day invasion, you're all familiar with that. So that's tomorrow, okay? But also, this particular June 6th is 666. I'm sure people realize that, but it is on our regular calendar here, the one we use in the states. I mean, it's June is the 6th month according to that calendar, sixth day. Okay, it's tomorrow. And then if you look at 2022, that actually adds up to six. 2 plus 2 plus 2. So it's technically 666 tomorrow. Does that mean anything? We'll find out. There's a lot of speculation. A lot of speculation. But I was sent this earlier, and sometimes I go on this website, not all the time, but HalTurnerRadioshow.com, and this person emailed this to me earlier, and I just, over the last, few minutes, I've just had a chance to catch up on some emails and look at some things. And Evergrande, or whatever, however you pronounce it, China, basically, they are 30 days past due on their bills now, so they've defaulted. They're technically bankrupt, okay? And that technically goes into effect tomorrow on June 6th. And then if people saw what I posted earlier, on my community page, I think this was sent to me as well. I can't recall. I think it was from Marfugel, where he talked about how Elon Musk is basically put his company on a hiring freeze because they're concerned about the economy. Pretty interesting. Am I saying the market's going to crash tomorrow? No, not at all. All right. What I'm saying is it's interesting timing that on June 6th, 666, that will be the bankruptcy technically going to effect, with Evergrande from, the Dragon Country. I shouldn't say the name of the country, you know how it is, but the Dragon Country. And I, looking at other things, okay, without putting a particular date on anything, but just time frame, looking at other things, um, I gotta wonder about certain things. Like June 14th, for instance, was the 45th president, birthday and so forth, and it's Flag Day and whatnot, and there's a lot of speculation. I'm getting it from other channels and people sending me some things, and some of it just sounds outlandish. Okay, I mean, I'm just like, are you really? Seriously? And then there's other things where I'm just thinking to myself, okay, I guess I can give this some credence and check into it or what have you. But there's there's speculation that the whole Roe versus Wade overturn, not really overturn, but giving everything back to the states to make the decision on these things are, is a ruse, for lack of a better term, for what is really going on. And supposedly it has something to do with that 2000 Mules documentary that Dinesh D'Souza put out, the conservative, filmmaker and so forth, which I did see. Very fascinating, very interesting movie. That documentary was sent to me about a month ago, I think now, and I watched it. But pretty fascinating. And when you look at that documentary, and we're in the month of June now, and it's the 45th president's birthday, and we were thinking, and people are thinking about, well, is he going to return? Is he coming back? Is that going to happen? Is it not going to happen? And there's a lot of speculation about, about that, and I, the thing about the overturn is, or giving, the abortion decision back to the states, is what if this is a ruse and the Supreme Court is actually looking at overturning the election results? Like the states are going to recertify their election results? And what if there is a changeover? What if he actually does come back for a certain period of time, maybe NFL, not for long, I don't know, but and there's an overturn of this? How are people going to react to that in the country? I got to wonder about that. I mean, some people just will be shouting for joy, justice, and we got our man back, and da da da. Other people will be like, uh-oh. What does this mean? Are people going to take it to the streets? I mean, what's going to happen here? I mean, how are people going to respond to this? If that's even occurs, And then, as I thought about it more, and you think about all the foxtrots with all the shootings and whatnot, and the different locations and where they're happening at, and nothing, it seems, is, I don't want to necessarily use the word sacred, but I don't know what else to say. Nothing. There's no sanctity of life anywhere. Or death for that matter. They even kill each other at funerals. I mean, it's insane. But I'm starting to think about, okay, as they celebrate their pride, okay, pride goes before a fall, as we all know, but they celebrate their perversion and their homosexuality and lesbianism and, just disgusting, perverse behavior, throughout the nation and the world and so forth in major cities. I'm starting to think about what a prime time opportunity that would be for some major things to go down that, like I said, you can blame on, people that are not of that persuasion, okay, that don't believe in those things, the Christian conservative, or just the Christian in general, the 45th president supporter, the gun enthusiasts, like I mentioned before, the Second Right Amendment activists and so forth, the people that probably would not agree with these type of lifestyles, and choices that people make. They can pin it on them, and most likely will if things like that were to occur. So I can see this basically this water boiling, the frog in the water, that boiling, as we're all familiar with that, analogy or example. If you just turn up the temperature a little bit at a time, until finally the frog boils. It doesn't even know it's been boiling, right? Because I can see from both ends of the spectrum here how this could cause some extreme chaos, even an internal revolution. When you look at gas prices and you look at the economy, you look at possible layoffs, still shortages of different things in stores and whatnot, and you look at how the potential exists for a lot of chaos to occur at these parades and festivals and whatnot, the possibility of 45 returning, at least maybe not even for long, but an overturn of election results, and you look at all of this coming together, we could be in for a major June. Okay? And I don't know when. I know people have speculation, they have dates, they have time frames. I'm familiar, I'm aware of all of that. I've been hammered on it, I've been hit about it, I've been emailed, I've been messaged, I've been called a lot of names. Yeah, I get it, okay? I understand. All right? And I'm not putting out any dates out there. I'm just saying tomorrow's 666. That's a fact, okay? June 14th is Flag Day. That's a fact. June 14th is 45's birthday. That's a fact. Okay? The potential exists for a lot of things to occur. I think it was June 15th. I could be wrong on the day, but I think June 15th of 2015. I don't know the exact date. Maybe it was later on. Maybe it was like later end of the month. I can't remember. But anyway, we're coming up on sometime this month, the 7th anniversary, for lack of a better term, of, legalized gay marriage in America. So we're Sodom and Gomorrah, folks, okay? We're Babylon, we're Sodom and Gomorrah, we're all of it. Egypt, you name it, okay? We're all of it, biblically speaking, okay? And people can argue whatever, I don't care. But this is Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? Now, and we're going to prove it this month, okay? I can't turn on anything. I can't watch anything. I can't go anywhere without being immersed in homosexual, lesbian, sexual perversion, okay? It's impossible, all right? So this is Sodom and Gomorrah. And they're going to celebrate however they're going to celebrate for as long as God allows it. If fire and brimstone doesn't fall from heaven on some cities or whatever, they're going to celebrate their perversion, okay? But what if chaos does occur at some of these festivals, these parades or whatnot? They're going to need somebody to blame, like I said earlier. The potential exists for a lot of chaos this month. So, you might want to be very careful about where you go, who you talk to, who you hang out with. You might want to be very wise, very, very vigilant about your comings and goings. Just a suggestion, okay? Might not want to go downtown, especially when these things are occurring. You might just want to be very vigilant and wise and careful, kind of keep to yourself, maybe your close circle of friends or acquaintances or what have you. Live your life, do what you got to do, but, just kind of grow eyes in the back of your head kind of thing. Because I think the potential exists this month for a lot of chaos to occur. I really do. And I know I'm missing some things, but those are kind of the main points that I've thought about and I've come up with of potential events and occurrences and so forth. So I guess we'll just see what happens as with all things. Like I said, I'm aware of timelines, I'm aware of dates, and you know what? All I can say is this, okay? Because like I said, I've taken a lot of hits, and whether they're deserved or not, whatever, okay? The bottom line is the hits are coming. And I get it, okay? I get it. People feel hurt. They feel betrayed. They feel they're angry. They're upset. They're gonna call this person out and that person out, and false prophet this and false teacher that. They've never gotten anything right, and they're always wrong. And they just keep coming up with another video month after month, different date, different time frame. I've heard it all. I get it, okay? I understand people's frustration and irritation and everything. I get it, okay? However, I would be paying attention to June in a big, big way, because the potential for a lot of things to occur is there. The potential exists. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to happen on this day, and this is going to happen on that date, and that event, and that event, and that event, and that event. I'm not saying any of that, okay? I don't know, okay? What I'm saying is the potential is there. And if a major event happens to occur real soon in June, in these next, today's the 5th, so tomorrow's the 6th, the next 14 days or so, 2 weeks or what have you, major events begin to occur, I'm sure people are going to be pretty shaken. They're not going to know what to do. They're going to be in shock. They're going to be scared. They're going to be freaking out. They're going to need answers. Who's going to give them the answers? Where are they going to get their answers? So people might want to be educated about some things that could occur. And that way, if by chance some major events do occur that are unexplained, you have some answers for some people. Now, I understand a lot of people say, well, I'm not going to be here. The rapture's going to come or this or that. So it sucks to be them. They're on their own. And then other people say, well, no, but I'm not going to be here, but I'm coming back to fight later on. I've heard a lot of stuff. I've read a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of stuff. I get it. I understand, okay? To me, the jury's out, okay? I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see what might happen. This affects me just as much as it affects anyone else in my personal life, okay? I mean, it does, okay? I mean, there's a lot riding on a lot of different things, all right? I get it, okay? I don't share everything, and I'm not going to share everything with people, but I got people contacting me, giving me information, sharing stuff with me, promising me stuff, I wish they'd shut up, but they don't. Promising me certain things, are going to happen that are going to be just life-changing things for me and my family or what have you. I get it, okay? It remains to be seen. Like I say, the jury's out. In my opinion, in my estimation, the jury's out on a lot of different things. So I'm just kind of waiting to see. But at the same time, you live life every day. You do what you got to do. You get up, you serve the Lord, you serve others, you help people. You live life, man. You go to work, you do what you got to do. All right. But be ready in case something goes down while you're at work. In case something goes down while you're on your way home, or even in your house or what have you. Be ready. And I've always maintained this, and I always believe this. Whatever might happen, that's a huge event, a huge occurrence, I think it's going to happen overnight. I think it's going to happen in the wee hours of the morning. I really do. When people least expect it. So if you work a night shift or whatever, you might know about it. But most people will be asleep. And they'll find out about it the next day or what have you. Unless it affects the area that they actually live in, a large city that they actually live in or whatever, then they'll know about it a whole lot sooner. But I think anything that may go down of any kind of significance or importance is going to happen overnight in the very wee hours of the morning when most people are snoring, sleeping, unless they have some Holy Spirit discernment or the Lord wakes them up immediately. Get your family out, leave, go do this, go do that, be prepared, wake up, pray, whatever. Most people, the majority of people will probably be sleeping when things go down. That's what I believe anyway. And it's very possible they could go down, in these next, 14 days or so. From what I'm getting. Could be a little later than that. Could be more toward the end of the month. But from what I'm getting, from what I'm being told, what's being shown to me, what's being shared with me, it appears we've got about, I would say the next 14 days, starting tomorrow to like the 20th, just after Father's Day, that time frame. I'd really be paying attention, folks. I really would. So anyway, that's my 2 cents or 4 cents, 6 cents, 8 cents, whatever on this whole deal. I just wanted to kind of throw those scenarios out there, just as possibilities. From what I've seen, what I'm observing, what I'm being shown and told, just kind of using some deductive reasoning, trying to put some things together, putting the pieces of the puzzle together and so forth. That's what I see as a potential of, that's what I see regarding potential occurrences and events. And without getting into great detail, just looking at chaos and destruction, possible chaos and destruction, and other things outside of our control. So We shall see. I know a lot of people are on vacation, planning to go on vacation, planning to do some things. Be wise, be vigilant, pray that you know before you go. And sometimes just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. Just a little wise advice there. And something else, no is a complete answer. No is a complete sentence. So keep that in mind, because there's going to be people that are going to want things from you. And they're going to want to take advantage of you. And you're going to have to be wise and discerning. Because it's not your fault that they didn't prepare for the chaos. Remember that. I'm not saying don't be sympathetic and understanding and compassionate. I'm saying be wise and be vigilant. Be aware of your surroundings, your circumstances. And sometimes you're going to have to say no. And no is a complete sentence. Remember that. All right. That's all I have for you guys. Hope you have a good rest of the evening and good week ahead. Be safe. And just be careful. Just be careful. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.